Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Lay. I'm a mother of two and we are a family of four on a financial journey and becoming completely debt free, where we are paying off over $29,000 of debt and taking you guys step by step and payment by payment along the way. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I really hope you enjoy this content and decide to stay. And if you guys are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support as we navigate through this journey. So in today's video, we are going to be talking all about savings challenges, savings while paying off debt, saving on a low income, how that works. We're talking about if you're a cash budgeter, digital budgeter, saving challenges that will work for regardless of which one that you are, and just doing a walkthrough of the two savings challenges I really enjoy. One is a little bit more out there and a little bit harder, but we'll do all the steps through it. So I am using the Papers by Jessica Ann. This planner does come with some savings challenges in it. If you are a digital budgeter, that is really nice. Also, if you're a cash budgeter, I would also recommend looking at Etsy. They have a lot of great savings challenges out there. You guys, these creators have some of the best products you could ever imagine. The originality of them, the quality of them, they are just fantastic pieces. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you're using the Papers by Jessica Ann, it is going to be in the last section called Trackers. And while we're going through this, let me make sure it's good. Yep. While we're going through this, I think what's really important to note is being on a low income isn't always just a dollar amount. It could be where your expenses are really close to the income that you're bringing in. And maybe at this point in time, you're not able to increase your income or decrease your expenses. Maybe they're fixed expenses where you don't have that option. It could be something where it's the actual income being brought in. Or it could be like in our situation where we just live in a very high cost of living area and things are just really expensive where we live. So it could be really any of those. I know when you use the phrase low income, a lot of people may see the income you bring in or see your expenses, and there might be a little bit of a disconnect, but really low income could be so much of anything. I know I follow a page called Oshi Budgets, Shadavia. She is amazing, and she talks about it as well, and I really love how she explained it. So I'm super excited, and I'm a firm believer that regardless of the income that you make or regardless of the income you have left over, these savings challenges can work for everybody. Now, a savings challenge is just that. It is a challenge, so it does require a lot of hard work. It does require a lot of determination and motivation, but I don't want to ever feel like I can't do something because I don't have maybe all the disposable income as somebody else may have. I think it's really important that I also remember that my journey is just that. It's my journey. And as wonderful as it is to watch everybody else's videos and cheer them on, it's also really important to know that nobody's situation is the same. Everybody is different, and we're all working for one common goal, and that's to become debt-free. So I am really excited to start this. Let me go ahead. So the very first savings challenge is so it does come with a Christmas savings tracker. Now this one is not really a savings challenge. This is just if you are starting saving for Christmas, just a place to track at the date, the amount added, and the new balance. I like to start saving for Christmas early. We are a really big holiday family. I tend to take time off during that time, and last year we had a thing that kind of flipped the switch for us, and we decided that we were going to just spend Christmas with our individual family, and it was such a game changer for me. That pressure of not having to buy gifts for 30 people, and of course as me, right, I always want to make sure that I get them that perfect gift, which does cause a lot of pressure for myself, and it does cause a lot of, oh my goodness, what if they don't like it? We used to attend a lot of holiday parties, which we no longer do. And it was just that feeling of being able to relax, being able to actually enjoy the season without all these other expectations. So I do have a tracker here. I don't think I'm going to be doing a actual savings tracker in cash anymore. I am a very forgetful person, and I had a really big scare with our sinking fund binder. So I'm going to try to do it digitally just for the time being, and hopefully if I get more comfortable again, then we will start saving in cash. But so far, I do need to go ahead and get this updated. But as we're on the topic of savings challenges, the one I really want to talk about, and I feel like a lot of people do, is the 52-week savings challenge. If you are new to the budgeting community, budgeting, or in budgeting in general, the 52-week savings challenges, there's a lot of different variations that people do with this challenge. Essentially, the best way to describe it is that even Jessica, she has a different twist on it as well. So the original one was you save $1 per the week. So on week 1, you would save $1. On week 2, you would save $2, and you would continue that through the 52 weeks of the year. Jessica has her set up a little bit differently. And the way that Jessica has her set up is that you will start for your first 4 weeks saving $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, all the way up to $65. What I really enjoy and appreciate about this challenge is that there's no end goal date. And I think a lot of times, especially with what kind of we're facing now with inflation and just your everyday items being increased very heavily, taking that pressure off of somebody. If you're new to saving, or if you're new to budgeting and having that pressure of, I've never saved before, I don't know what it's like to have a savings, and to see a pretty big number of almost $2,000, it could be very overwhelming. And I think the way that she does it is really nice. She broke it down into simpler increments, and $65 is a lot. What I always like to challenge myself is, because we are a cash envelope user family for our variable expenses, and that means we use physical cash for our gas, groceries, eating out. I think the most important thing is to have that mindset change. If I'm spending $100 on groceries, can I challenge myself to spend 98 or 95 or 90 and then be able to save that difference? There is a very big power in saving those small amounts, and those small amounts do add up over time. So what I really enjoy about this is that the amounts are in increments of 5s, and so it's also not that you have to follow it as it goes. So for example, if I score a really big deal on our couponing for a grocery week, for example, and I end up saving $60, but I'm on week 2, I can go ahead and put the $60 in, because I know naturally in my budget, come the winter time, I'm not going to have these available because I'm shopping for other people. Bills are more expensive in the winter because you're using the heater. So just really keep in mind, if you have it available and your bills are paid and your fridge is full and you have gas in your tank, to really challenge yourself to put that towards savings, because emergencies happen, life happens, and the most that we can do is prepare for it. That is wonderful. So this is a 52-week challenge. As I mentioned, each of the increments, it does go up by $5 each time, and you have 4 weeks of the same increment. Once the savings challenge is completed, you'll have $1,820. You have a section of the date that you started and a section for the date that you completed, and the total amount saved. So you could do it in 1 year if you really want to challenge yourself for 1 year or 52 weeks, or you can keep going until the challenge is done. My favorite savings challenge, and the savings challenges I have the most love-hate with, is called the 100 envelope savings challenge. I know you guys have probably seen all these savings challenge boxes, all the variations of the $100 envelope, the 100 envelope challenge. And you guys, this one is a challenge, because this one it's going to take you a while. It's not going to be an overnight thing. And you're going to see that amount grow and grow and grow. And it's going to be really tempting. Or on the other side, it's going to be really motivating to keep going. How this savings challenge works is that there's no start date, there's no end date. You really can start it whenever you want, and it will be finished once the 100 envelopes are completed. So you have two different ways you can do this. You could do it digitally, where you just have a formatted sheet like this and you color it in and you transfer it from your checking to your savings, or you put it in a different savings account. Or you can do a physical cash envelope option if you are a cash budgeter. And a lot of times, you guys, I know you guys have seen it. Some people will just have some standard envelopes. Some people actually have the savings challenge boxes, and they actually have 100 envelopes, and they are so cute. But I am doing it digitally. If you guys watched my video I want to say a few months back, I did already start this challenge, so I just need to go in and color it. I do want to do it with a highlighter and not an actual pen. But how it works is that you will have 100 envelopes. This could be as simple as getting the envelopes from your bank, getting the envelopes from Office Max, Office Depot, or if you're really into the challenge, there are a bunch of Etsy shops that offer this. I'm sure you can go on Amazon. Amazon has really been kicking up their game for budgeters. And each time you fill the envelope, you'll actually physically put the money in the cash envelope. Or if you're a digital budgeter, you will go ahead and color in what you are stuffing. By the end of this challenge, you guys, you will have over $5,000. You'll have $5,050. And that, again, if you're new to budgeting, if you're new to savings, just imagine that relief that you'll have. If there is an emergency that comes up, if there is, you need to get new tires or an oil change, or God forbid, maybe you missed a little bit of work, you have that breathing room. And that's why I think that savings challenges are so appealing, because it's a little bit of fun. You're building that habit of savings, you're building that habit of being prepared or learning to be prepared, and it's a fun way to do it. And then you get to the end of it and you're like, not only was this fun, it was challenging, but it was fun, but now I have that breathing room and that sense of peace and that sense of, if something were to happen, I will be okay. And I think that's the most important thing with savings challenges, and just really focusing in on why you're wanting to save. Is it for that peace of mind? Is it for you need to make a purchase? Is it for, really having that end goal in mind has really helped my mindset shift and change, and really helped me stay determined and motivated along the way. So those are the two savings challenges I will recommend for any beginners, especially if you are a low income beginner, because there's no due date. And I think especially with those, especially with monthly savings challenges, I know I get discouraged quite a bit. But these two, it is going to take some time. It is going to be challenging. But at the end, you guys, that reward is going to be so great, and it's going to be so much more. So these are the two that I'm participating in. If you have savings challenges that you love, let me know down below. And I definitely want to learn about those. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, you guys, if you enjoyed budgeting, cash stuffing, and plan with me, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, if you're on a financial journey as well, please let me know in the comments. I would love to support you and your channel. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.